back to our objectives. I mentioned optimize or maximize arbor ratios. In our reels, we've calculated and experimented what would be the optimum practical relationship of arbor diameter to width to overall diameter of the reel to create that optimal line storage format. What we're trying to do is optimize or maximize the benefits of a large arbor reel, which are three things. On a small reel, a large arbor, a true large arbor reel, minimizes line coil or coil memory. If you have a 3-weight, 4-weight reel and you're winding that line around a small diameter, as you pull line off, you're going to have coil memory. On a larger reel, more relevant benefits become retrieve rates. How much line do you pick up with each rotation of the spool? Or in the opposite direction, line out direction, a true large arbor reel minimizes unintended changes in drag force or unintended increases in drag force due to a decrease in leverage over time as that radius drops on a small arbor reel with line exiting the spool. So those three benefits are maximized if you maximize the arbor ratio, and we've done that on our reels. And finally, minimizing physical weights. There's really no magic to that. Once you've achieved mechanical simplicity and reduced the number of parts, of course, that helps you minimize weight. And I'm showing the Waterworks reel here as an example. This is the first reel we designed, and it's our lightest weight reel. It's still the world's lightest machined reel. What you see is the result of machining away a solid hockey puck of bar stock aluminum. In both parts, these parts started as solid sort of hockey pucks of 6061 aluminum. And the time spent to carve away to the shape that you see remaining is what drives the expense, and it's what drives the physical weight down. But when you take away material that's not needed, you're able to add it back in areas of the reel or areas of the part where greater stresses and forces are encountered and make this part strong. So even though there's not a lot of material and it looks delicate to the eye, by adding back material and creating variable wall thicknesses, you can come up with parts that are very strong for their weight. We'll talk about that as we go through the individual models. So let's do that now. Let's talk about each individual model and what's common across our models and what's different as you move through the different price points in the different models. First, the drag systems. Let's talk about that. We have now 3 different sizes of our drag. The materials are the same. The concept is the same. They're all conical drag systems utilizing the same materials, but they scale up. They scale up for bigger line weights, and they scale up as we go up in price point. Call it small drag, intermediate drag, large drag. In the conic, we're always using the smaller drag format. Plenty of stopping power in that smaller drag. 4-weight to 10-weight. In the Guru, same thing. We're always using the smaller drag format. 4-weight to 10-weight. In velocity and light speed, we use the smaller drag format until we get to the 10-weight, and then we step it up to the intermediate size on the 10 weights, both velocity and light speed. In the Waterworks, we step up to the larger drag in the 8-weight and above. In Vanquish, we step up to the largest drag in the 10 and the 12-weight. So one of the things that you get as you pay more money is you get more stopping power in the reel. Coming back to conic, again, what's the magic of conic? Conic sells at about $125, $130. Well, for that price point, you get this drag system with all the benefits of this drag system designed originally for a $400 reel. That's what you get at $130 with conic. The way we're able to bring this technology to this price point is by pressure casting the frame and the spool. the structural parts are pressure cast. Now, let's talk about that for a second, because this is a slightly different approach to casting. Pressure casting means that molten aluminum is put into a cast under pressure, creating fewer voids, and so therefore creating a stronger part than would otherwise be the case. The parts are then put on a CNC machine and finish machined to precise tolerances. We then anodize those parts, but when you anodize cast aluminum, it doesn't look good. It's inconsistent. It just isn't cosmetically acceptable, but it does protect the aluminum. So as a final coating, we use solid polyurethane. So you wind up with a very high quality structure, because it's pressure cast, skim cut, anodized, and then solid polyurethane coated. You've got a very nice reel with the $400 plus drag system for $130. That's the magic of Conic. Available in 4 sizes, 4 weight to 10 weight. What do you get when you pay a little bit more money to get to Guru? Guru runs mid-high 100s into the mid-200s. What you get is a fully machined bar stock aluminum reel. This is all machined from bar stock aluminum. I should also say that, going back to Conic for a minute, the drag parts are all CNC machined. The cassette, the female cassette shape, that's CNC machined. So this heart of a reel, the drag system on the Conic, is fully machined. And literally, this cassette, what we call the cassette, when it's assembled into a reel, might go into this reel or it might go into Conic. They're the exact same assemblies. So back to Guru. The main difference between Conic and Guru is that the structure is now fully machined from bar stock aluminum. We also have 5 sizes in Guru, not 4, ranging from a 4 weight to a 10 weight. Going from Guru to Velocity, what do you get when you pay a little bit more money? Velocity runs low 2s to low 3s. Well, we go from a type 2 finish. This is the normal finish you find on machined fly reels. It's a type 2 finish. And when we go to Velocity, this is our least expensive reel that utilizes that hard Alox finish that I demonstrated earlier. So you get that benefit. You also get the benefit of more spool options. Velocity is available in 5 sizes and 7 spools. And in the 5 to 9 weight range, there's 2 sizes that have a total of 4 spools available. So you could conceivably have 1 reel and 1 spool that serve the purpose of a 5 or 6 weight, yet can be used on a saltwater 8, or a salmon steelhead 7 weight that could be used on a saltwater 9 with a spool change. You get that benefit in Velocity as well. When you go from Velocity to Lightspeed, what do you get? Again, remember that we step up to the larger drag. That's another benefit. Going from Guru to Velocity, on the 10 weight, we go from the smaller drag utilized in the Guru to the larger drag format used in Velocity. Velocity to Lightspeed. The drag format's the same. The finish is the same. We have 5 sizes and 7 spool options, so you have that intermediate spool benefit, just like Velocity. 2 differences, though. Physical weight. You can see much more porting happening on Lightspeed versus Velocity, creating the world's 2nd lightest reel, second only to the Waterworks. So a reduction in physical weight is one of the major benefits you get when you pay more money. Just like in many things, bicycles and other products, the lighter it is, the more expensive it is, because the more time is spent on an expensive CNC machine to create the form that reduces the weight.